Trypho made questioned. Let him be recognized as Lord and Christ and God, as the Scriptures declare, by you of the Gentiles, who have from his name been all called Christians. But we who are servants of God that made this same Christ do not require to confess or worship him. And I, Justin, gave him answer. If I were to be quarrelsome and light-minded like you, Trypho, I would no longer continue to converse with you, since you are prepared not to understand what has been said, but only to return some captious answer. But now, since I fear the judgment of God, I do not state an untimely opinion concerning any one of your nation, as to whether or not some of them may be saved by the grace of the Lord of Sabaoth. Therefore, although you act wrongfully, I shall continue to reply to any proposition you shall bring forward, and to any contradiction which you make. And in fact, I do the very same to all men of every nation, who wish to examine along with me, or make inquiry at me, regarding this subject. Accordingly, if you had bestowed attention on the Scriptures previously quoted by me, you would already have understood that those who are saved of your own nation are saved through this, and partake of his lot, and you would not certainly have asked me about this matter. I shall again repeat the words of David previously quoted by me, and beg of you to comprehend them, and not to act wrongfully, and stir each other up to give merely some contradiction. The words which David speaks then are these: The Lord has reigned. Let the nations be angry. He who sits upon the cherubim, let the earth be shaken. The Lord is great in Zion, and he is high above all the nations. Let them confess your great name, for it is fearful and holy, and the honor of the king loves judgment. You have prepared equity, judgment and righteousness have you performed in Jacob. Exalt the Lord our God, and worship the footstool of his feet, for he is holy. Moses and Aaron among his priests, and Samuel among them that call upon his name. They called on the Lord, and he heard them. In the pillar of the cloud he spoke to them, for they kept his testimonies and his commandments which he gave them. And from the other words of David, also previously quoted, which you foolishly affirm refer to Solomon, inscribed for Solomon, it can be proved that they do not refer to Solomon, and that this Christ existed before the Son, and that those of your nation who are saved shall be saved through him. The words are these: O God, give your judgment to the king, and your righteousness unto the king's son. He shall judge your people with righteousness, and your poor with judgment. The mountains shall take up peace to the people, and the little hills righteousness. He shall judge the poor of the people, and shall save the children of the needy, and shall abase the slanderer. And he shall co-endure with the sun, and before the moon unto all generations. And so on until his name endures before the sun, and all tribes of the earth shall be blessed in him. All nations shall call him blessed. Blessed be the Lord, the God of Israel, who only does wondrous things. And blessed be his glorious name forever and ever. And the whole earth shall be filled with his glory. Amen. Amen. And you remember from other words also spoken by David, and which I have mentioned before, how it is declared that he would come forth from the highest heavens, and again return to the same places, in order that you may recognize him as God coming forth from above, and man living among men, and that he will again appear, and they who pierced him shall see him, and shall bewail him. The words are these: The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament shows his handiwork. Day unto day utters speech, and night unto night shows knowledge. They are not speeches or words whose voices are heard. Their sound has gone out through all the earth, and their words to the ends of the world. In the sun has he set his habitation, and he, like a bridegroom going forth from his chamber, will rejoice as a giant to run his race. From the highest heaven is his going forth, and he returns to the highest heaven, and there is not one who shall be hidden from his heat.